I think that's being humble, right? Humility and being coachable and being able to be trained and learn. I've had a successful career mostly because I've surrounded myself with really great people. A lot of really great leaders that had skill sets and passions that I didn't have.
Hey, welcome to the Leadership Loading Podcast. I'm Jason McLaren.
Hi, and I'm Jason Noel.
All right. This is, I think, the only second episode out of 122 where we have two Jasons on the show. So we'll
Nice.
try to keep it straight, but it went pretty good last time we had two Jasons. But kind of this kind of the downside of having, I think Jason was the second most popular name the year I was born. So when I have a lot of guests that are my age range, I get a lot of Jasons on here. So, well, Jason, welcome to the show. Let's start off. Tell everybody your background, what you're doing here today.
Yeah, hi Jason. Thank you for the warm welcome. Glad to be here. Jason Knoll. I'm an advisor and the director of advisement at CEO Warrior, which is a coaching, training, implementation organization. Been there for 3 years. Been in the trades industry and in leadership positions in the trades industry since year 2000. So 25 years, and still going. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I live in Indiana. It's really cold here right now, and yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, we were talking before we record. I'm in the Dallas, Texas area, and we're having one of our annual cold weeks of the year.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely a little cold here in the studio. But so yeah, tell us. You were talking about service industry. I don't know if everyone understands that in
Yep.
trades industry. So my take on that, being a former firefighter and facility manager, is that you're in the building trades, HVAC, plumbing, that sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, correct. So HVAC, plumbing, electrical primarily. We have some clients that do garage doors. We have pool companies. We have lawn care. Kind of anybody that's out, serving clients on a day-to-day basis.
Awesome. So you guys provide them coaching on getting their business going.
Yeah, so kind of how it works
Rolling.
is most of our clients were previous technicians or, in the field, decided they wanted to be business owners. And long story short, they don't really understand how to run a business, right? They're really good with their hands. They're very good technology and with technical aspects, but really the business portion they've never really had to deal with. So that's where we come on board, as we come on and we help them from the business aspect of it. Absolutely.
Definitely. And that's what led us to, asking you to come on the show because Go Heroes is the producer of this podcast. And that's kind of what we do with veterans. And, we help them, if they've decided the military is not for them anymore, they want to start a business, maybe using them skills that the military has given them, and starting that business and getting it growing. So yeah, definitely useful tool set there. So tell us a little bit about your programs and, what people can expect.
Sure. So like I said earlier, we're a coaching, training, implementation organization. We work with their key leadership. We work with their customer service reps. We work with their dispatchers in the business. We do a lot of one-on-one coaching, a lot of one-on-one support, for a lack of a better term. However, I think kind of what separates us, and I don't think I know what separates us, is we want to help develop our clients on a personal level as well, right? So we know we want to dive in and help them work on their business and improve their business and fix their business, right? But it all starts with them getting the right mindset and getting the right outlook on things prior to that, right? So it's beneficial at that point. So we spend a lot of time working with business owners. Like I said, we spend a lot of time helping develop their key managers and their key leadership, because that's where their scalable growth comes from, right? They can't just scale and grow on their own. They gotta have that next tier down, and that's where we really help them develop that level.
Yeah, they definitely know when to scale, right, and when to expand
Yeah.
their operations. So definitely something you need. Is it like a set program, like a year, or is it continually, ongoing?
It's a monthly program. It's paid monthly. We have a 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year program. Helped a ton of businesses grow and sell, or at least come to a point where they have financial freedom, right, and freedom of time. We've helped a ton of businesses do that. So we've taken that process and we've mapped it out to what we call an owner's journey, right? It's mapped out for 3 years. It doesn't take 3 years all the time, but it's really a 3 year process, right? Year one is really getting your fundamentals in place, processes, all that stuff, and getting super efficient. Year two, we really start pushing on the gas and we do acceleration, right? And we start really starting to grow the business from a profitable standpoint. And then year three is where we start trying to dominate their market, right? So that's kind of the 3 year plan in a nutshell. There's much more that goes into that. But it is a 3 year plan, but we do have a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year opportunity.
That's awesome. And is this mostly virtual? So anyone in the country or world can be in
It's
it, or they have to
both.
be in
So
your area?
yeah,
Okay.
so it's both. So we have clients all over the country. Our main office is in New Jersey. We do several live trainings, but we do a lot of virtual as well. Some we do hybrid. Some can be live and virtual at the same time. So we have a lot of different opportunities for different people if they don't want to travel all the way across the country.
That's awesome. So Jason, what led you to start this entrepreneur
Yeah.
entrepreneurship?
This is not my business. I'm an advisor and a director here. So I've been in the trade since 2000. So all aspects of leadership, like I talked about earlier. In October, I don't know what, 3 years ago, I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. Right? I didn't want to be in the day-to-day stuff, and to be honest with you, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I kind of wanted to go to the next level. I wasn't even sure what that meant. So I took off like a few months to try to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, right? What I want to do when I grow up. Got connected with someone at CEO Warrior, someone I had worked with in my past history. They brought me, kind of connected me here. Started talking to them, and really, that's how I ended up here. I've been here 3 years. That's how I've ended up on the coaching side. So I've got the 20 plus years of experience in what everybody does, right, on a day-to-day basis. So now I'm able to pass that on to people, which I love.
Yeah, you hit a couple of points there about switching gears and wanting to know what you want to do when you grow up. That's a lot of people listening are either trying to grow a new business or they're getting out of the military. And I did the same thing. I was a firefighter in the military and thought, well, I'll be a firefighter when I get out of the military. And that didn't work out. So I had to, decide what I wanted to do then. But yeah, and then your other point was knowing somebody, networking is very important, and that
For
helps
sure.
you get in there. And so, yeah, networking with people. I know a lot of, depending on, obviously people have different styles, but a lot of military people can be kind of secluded. They get into their routine and rut. And so that's another point, get out there and network and then meet people in your industry or the industry you want to go into and start getting involved in these associations and different trades that are out there and just networking.
No, for sure. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your service. And all the listeners, thank you for your service as well. And to your point, Jason, like support, like the biggest, something we find is good through our business. It's just the support and have someone to support you as a business owner, right? Sometimes as a business owner, we're kind of up on the top and we don't know who to go to, right? So just having it's almost like a support group, right? For lack of a better term. So it's nice to have that support to where you can just reach out and say, hey, what to someone that's been in your shoes, hey, what do you think about this? Or what do you think we should do? Or how would you handle this? Right. It's just nice having that support and having someone to communicate with and share ideas with.
Yeah, I think it's all about building your tribe. There's several books about tribes and
Sure.
different other terminology. Just having a team around you that you can bounce those ideas off, and it can be your yin and yang and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And we do that here at Go Heroes. So our board is not all the same people, and we've done that on purpose. We don't want everyone's thinking the same, so that we can level up and move forward. So definitely.
Sure. Love that.
So Jason, tell us, like if people are interested, how they get a hold of you guys.
Yeah, so the easiest way, ceowarrior.com is our website. That pretty much tells you everything, how to communicate with us. You can reach out to one of our advisors and have a strategy session. You can reach out and just ask questions. Also, want to let everyone know that we do have a live event coming up March 6th and 7th in Nashville, Tennessee, to where it's 2 days. Where if you want to know more about CEO Warrior, that's what we do. That's what we talk to you about. We go through a lot of things. We learn a lot of things. We have a ton of fun, right? And you just get to know CEO Warrior a little better. So you can do that through the website as well.
Awesome. I believe this will air mid-February, so that'll be perfect. So people
Okay,
that are
cool.
listening, we'll put the link in the show notes so you guys can get a hold of that. And then Jason, one more thing, if you're, say you got a new student in your coaching program or somebody that's trying to get in that leadership role, what would be your one tip of advice?
I think that's being humble, right? Humility and being coachable and being able to be trained and learn. I've had a successful career mostly because I've surrounded myself with really great people. a lot of really great leaders that had skill sets and passions that I didn't have. Right. And I think as a leader, as you develop as a leader, understanding that and being humble to know that you don't know how to do everything, nor do you have to do everything. Right. And supporting people with different skill sets and then being able to develop them and coach them and train them. Number one thing, though, Jason, I think is just be humble and open to that.
Yeah, I think being humble and then kind of servant leadership kind of go together to me.
100%.
I think just,
Absolutely.
being out there with your team and then not thinking that you're above them. So, yeah, that's all good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Jason, anything we missed that we need to let the listeners know before we wrap up?
I don't think so. I mean, I appreciate your time today. Appreciate you having me on. Again, appreciate everything you guys are doing. Again, thank you for your service. I'll throw my personal email out there too, jason@ceowarrior.com. It's pretty simple. If you guys just want to reach out and ask me questions or get information from me as well, I'm more than happy to share or communicate whatever you guys want to know. So yeah, appreciate you allowing me to be on today.
Yeah, once again, thanks for coming on. We'll put all those links in the show notes, and we'll look forward to hopefully having some people come out and see you guys at the live event.
Awesome. Love that. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. This episode of Leadership Learn Podcast is brought to you by Go Heroes Inc., www.goheroes.org. If you'd like to sponsor an episode, just go to that link there, scroll to our podcast page, or just email us at contact@goheroes.org, and we'll get you connected to the right people.
There are thousands of leadership and management podcasts to choose from. We're glad you chose the Leadership Loading Podcast, a Go Heroes production. If you'd like to support Go Heroes Inc., visit www.goheroes.org. And with that, it's time to wrap up today's show. Thank you so much for listening. We sincerely hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your family and friends. Let's all grow together. Thanks for listening to the Leadership Loading Podcast. Leadership inspired.